Hi, I'm tarajonmanning, and this is my channel, Tara Jon Makes. Thank you so much for watching. I'm a fiber artist, a knitwear designer, and I have written 5 books on topics in hand knitting, including mindful knitting. You can visit my website at tarajonmanning.com. And if you would like to message me, and please tell me what you would like to see on this channel, my email is tarajonmakes@gmail.com. This is going to be the beginning of a series I'm calling How Did I Make This? And we are going to look at how I made the Diaphanous Dragon Fly pieces, which are combinations of handmade felt, hand-dyed and hand-spun yarns, hand-dyed silk fabrics, all kinds of other good stuff. And the techniques used are needle felting and machine embellishment, along with stitching and embroidery. If you would like to support my work, please join at patreon.com/tarajonmakes. When we have some members, we can decide what kind of member benefits and goodies we are going to do. I'd love for you to be part of that, so please, again, leave a comment or drop me an email, and thank you for watching. Here are Diaphanous Dragonflies. Diaphanous, adjective, especially of fabric, light, delicate, and translucent. I couldn't think of a better word to describe the magic of a dragonfly. Or two. As always, my faithful companion and studio assistant, Kitty McCree, is helping me. He's such a great helper. And here he's looking at my source photographs. For the wings, I made a delicate silk felt. I traced the outlines of the wings onto water-soluble embroidery stabilizer, and with a hand stitching needle and cotton thread, hand stitched the details onto the felt. And magically, when you put this stuff in hot water, it dissolves and will leave behind your stitching, and no marks are made on your base fabric. Here are the beautifully embroidered wing details before I cut the wings out of the felt. My palette for this project consisted of a bunch of textural fabrics and fibers, all hand-dyed in the tones of the sky and the leaves. We have some silk charmeuse, some merino roving, and some silk carrier rods, all of which are going to be cut into strips or pulled out in pieces. I wanted this piece to be a finished size of just under 8 inches. So I'm laying out the very background pieces of felt. And, oh, hey, there's Katie McCree, coming to make sure I am having a good time. He is the best helper ever, and he's always checking in on what's going on. So here is a piece of linen canvas that I'll be using as my backing, and I've marked out the dimensions of the 8 inches on there, and now I'm piecing background felt pieces and applying them with a felting needle by hand. And you'll see as I go, I'm pulling pieces of merino roving dyed to the same color and placing it underneath the larger pieces of felt as a glue. It will bind the fibers together to the backing and do a really good job of attaching everything together. As we go here, I'm placing more texture and more background color, cleaning up those hard lines, softening them with some fiber blending. Adding more of the matching dyed roving and bringing it here to the embellishing machine. My machine is the Janome felt machine, but many manufacturers now have embellishing attachments, and they are a lot of fun. If you're interested in how that works, I can do a video on it. Let me know. So here we're checking back with Kitty McCree in our source photos to look at color placement and to use as a guide as I apply more texture, strips of silk, strips of felt, and some hand-dyed, hand-spun yarns. So here I'm building the texture, and we can see I've also added in the sky area strips of silk chiffon, and that's what the embellishing machine is fabulous for, this deep, wonderful texture. So there are strips of silk chiffon up in the blue area as well as some of the lighter greens. And here I'm coming in, putting in the taller leaf pieces, adding those deeper tones, putting in some depth there in the sky with the hand needle. You can see in the front here I have some hand-dyed silk roving, and it is translucent and diaphanous. Here I'm going to cut up some more of the silk chiffon, adding that in for more textural elements as we build up the surface. It's a lot like a painting with acrylic or oil paint, where you're just going to add in layers of texture and color until you reach the place where you're happy. We all want to get to our happy place. Adding a little more depth, adding in the tall pieces of grass that we saw in the reference photograph, placing those in with the hand felting needle. And we see our wings waiting for their perfect spot on the grass. Adding in those tall pieces with the hand needle. The texture is getting very deep here. I love it. Once these grass pieces are placed, the background, well, I'm in a happy place with it. Oh, that's just so yummy. And here we're placing the wings on to see how they fly. Looking back at our materials, strips of silk. You can see that deep texture in the sky. I've added some mohair, hand-dyed mohair, those curly pieces that work in with the yarn so nicely. For the body of the dragonfly, I have wrapped a strip of felt with hand-spun silk yarns in colors and pattern to suggest the segmentation of the dragonfly body. And look, he has a friend. I have framed this piece in a shadow box with a background of Japanese handmade rice paper, which complements the texture and the visual elements really beautifully. And this piece is now at the Particulars Gallery on South Public Road in Lafayette. Go visit them, and thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and have an awesome day. Bye.